Hey you guys, thank you so much for tuning back into my channel today. So this video that I'm going to be making is a little bit different from the other videos that are on my channel, but I really just felt like I should start making videos that share a little bit more about my life and about the things that I've gone through, the things that I've struggled with, just to help people who are out there, maybe young girls who have gone through the things that I have gone through, or even older women who need to hear things like this or can relate or whatever the case may be, because I know even in a world where we feel like we're the only ones who are going through a certain thing, there's always someone out there who has gone through the same thing or is going through the same thing or needs to hear whatever it is that you're going through, so that they can know that they're not alone. So this video today is going to be about I didn't even write anything down. I'm just going off the dome. But basically overcoming insecurities. So I guess I'll tell you a little bit about my background and the insecurities I've had in the past. Let's see. So I would say I have struggled with insecurities since probably middle school, I would say, is when it started. Because, you know, middle school is when boys start to take interest in you and you start having crushes and, you know, things like that. So I would say my insecurities definitely started around middle school, and it stems from the fact that I have always been super skinny, and around middle school time, I remember people would always ask me if I'm anorexic. People would ask me, do I eat? People would ask me like all sorts of things as it related to me being skinny. And honestly, before middle school, I mean, y'all, I knew I was skinny, but I didn't think it was that bad until everyone started pointing it out, you know. People were asking if I was sick, all sorts of things, y'all. Like, I remember in middle school, I literally used to wear a jacket every single day to school. Because my arms, I hated how skinny my arms were, and I felt like with the uniform shirt, it made my arms look way skinnier than, you know, it probably even did. And I remember even one time I forgot my jacket at home, and y'all, I literally cried on the bus on the way to school because I didn't have my jacket. And come to think about it, it's so stupid now, because looking back, I don't think anyone even noticed a difference, you know. But I literally would wear my jacket to school every single day. I would wear jackets when I go out. And y'all, at the time I lived in Florida. Okay, Florida on average is between 80 degrees and 95 degrees every single day. So even, oh guys, I remember even in summer camp, I would wear my jackets like to field days and everything because I was just so insecure. I would wear like leggings under my pants. I would wear pants under my pants. Like, I would literally wear 2 pairs of pants, and I don't even know if anyone knew this. But y'all know now. But I used to wear like layers of clothes, just trying not to look as skinny as I was. And I still look skinny, just not as skinny. Like, there was that ounce of bulk, you know, that added more weight. So I didn't feel as insecure about it. What else? I have always, I mean, not anymore, but for a long time I hated my eyes. People always used to tell me I have big old eyes, you know. And I hated it. Like, I hated my eyes. And now, y'all, I love my eyes. I really do. I love my eyes. What else? My boobs, I hated. And to this day, I still hate the fact that I have no boobs. But I remember in like middle and high school, I always used to wear like, I literally used to stuff my bras. I used to stuff my bras with whatever. I used to use socks. I used to like buy the little paddings that you could put in your bras. I used to, like, I was literally flat chested wearing bras just to make it look like I had boobs, because everyone else around me had boobs, you know. So that was something I struggled with for a long time. My collarbones, I have hated my collarbones for God knows how long. I always used to wear like shirts that cover my collarbone, Or I used to wear scarves in the Florida heat, you guys, trying to make it look like it was just a style. And I know someone out there, even if all of this seems like out of the ordinary, I know someone out there has done this, or even younger kids right now are doing this. And I really just want you guys to know that I can relate to you guys. I can relate because I've been through it, I've gone through it, I've overcame it. So I want to share with you guys just a few things that helped me to overcome my insecurities. So I would say the first thing, and as hard as it may sound, or as cliche as it may sound, the first thing you need to do is really accept the things that you cannot change. And that's just point blank. I remember my forehead, it was a big thing. My ears, I hated my ears. I would have never in my life would I wear a ponytail like this back in the days. I would always have like my hair covering my ears, or a bang to the side to at least cover one ear, because I could not have both ears exposed because I hated how big my ears were. And y'all, at the end of the day, I can't change my ears. I mean, I could with plastic surgery, but I'm not going to do that. Like, that's just too much. Like, you have to learn to accept the things that you cannot change. Weight, like, your weight is a different story, because that's something that you can, even though I know for me, I always felt like I could not gain weight or anything like that, but until recently. But even before I started being able to put on some weight, I had to accept, I had to accept it for the time being. And of course, that is something you can change. So luckily for me, I have been able to gain some weight. I've been able to use these supplements that have really been helping me. But other than that, everything else, I had to accept. I had to accept my big ears. I had to accept my big eyes. I had to accept my big forehead. You really need to learn to accept the things that you can't change. If you have freckles, I mean, makeup can cover freckles, but at the end of the day, you still have freckles. Okay, you were born with freckles. You were born with freckles, and that's never gonna change. So things like that, you really have to learn to just accept and live with it and move on. Like, for real. As hard as it may sound to do, you have to learn to accept. Second thing would be to learn to not compare yourself to anyone else. Comparison is literally the thief of all joy, and when I say this, I mean this so seriously. When you start comparing yourself to others, comparing the fact that other people have this and you don't have this, and this relates to everything, even like in life. You see your friends getting this big house and you don't have a big house. You see all your friends getting married and you're still not married. You see, things like that. That can literally rob you of your joy, and it's so crucial for you to not let comparison steal your joy. So really work on learning not to compare yourself to others, not to compare what you were born with. Be grateful for what you do have. Some people were born with way less than you have. Some people don't have arms. Some people don't have legs, and things like that we just take for granted. So guys, you guys really cannot continue, and I'm not saying that you guys do, but I was doing it for so long, and I just now recently, like a year ago, learned to stop comparing myself to others and just accept what I have, what I was born with, the big forehead I have, And the third and final thing that I would suggest for anyone who is dealing with insecurities right now, or is trying to overcome some insecurities, is to surround yourself with positive people. So literally look at the people that you hang around, and if they are people who are always bringing you down, or talking negativity into your life, or pointing out your flaws, you really don't need to keep those people around. And sometimes people play around and it hurts sometimes, and at times like that, you need to voice it. If it's your friend, if it's a good friend that you have and they made a joke about something that you're insecure about, you need to pull that friend aside and talk about it and let them know that, you know, that really did make you feel bad and that you would appreciate it if they don't do that again. And if they're your real friends, they will respect that. And if they're not, you need to let them go. Point blank. You need to. But yeah, those are the 3 things that I have to share with you guys about overcoming insecurities and dealing with any insecurities that you have now, or that you're going through, or that you have had in the past and that you're still trying to overcome. That's what's been able to work for me. So I hope this video helps some of you out there. So if you did like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video.